Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to pre-market report sponsored by Delta.Exchange. Yesterday, I told you the US futures are likely to be slightly higher today morning. So, as expected, it is opening. So, the reasons I explained. So, there is some positive news from Israel-Gaza conflict, and crude prices are going down slightly. So, the bond yield is also coming down slightly. And moreover, the most important thing for this week in US markets is the corporate results. You know, Apple has the highest weightage in index. The second highest weightage is Microsoft. So, the Microsoft will be coming out with results tomorrow. So, Microsoft, Google, Facebook. So, these are all some of the companies, Amazon. So, these are all some top companies that are set to declare results this week. And Meta platform, that is a Facebook, tend to move 20%, 25% up or down after the results. So, that is, you know, it's a huge volatile. So, therefore, for the next few days, the markets are likely to be very, very volatile based on the corporate results in US. So, this week is going to be very, very important, you know, make or break. But I feel that, you know, the US markets are slightly extremely oversold. And so far, the corporate results have been good in US, not really very bad. But they are all old economy stocks, banking stocks. But now, the new economy stocks, IT stocks will be coming out with results. And Asian markets are down, however. So, that is because, you know, on Friday US markets fell so much. And the GIFT Nifty is also down, but it has recovered so much from Friday night closing. Friday night GIFT Nifty closed around 19,426, and now it is trading around 19,500. So, there is a decent amount of recovery. There are two reasons for that recovery. One is the global recovery. The second one is a good results from ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank and RBL Bank. So, I think today three things. One, the banking stocks are likely to do well. Reason, despite US markets falling so much, HDFC Bank ADR was in green on Friday. ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank results are good, and then Kotak Bank new CEO has been approved by RBI. So, that is on one side. IT stocks may not recover much, but it may try to recover if the markets are good. But IT stocks also seems to be oversold, but there are no triggers for IT stocks. Wednesday, Tech Mahindra is coming out with results. So, that stock may come under focus, but in the last few trading sessions, Tech Mahindra has already fallen nearly 10%. That was a huge fall. So, ahead of the results, there may be some short covering. So, you know, that may happen or may not happen. So, I am not sure what time it will be coming out with results on Wednesday. And the third one is Reliance Industries. So, Reliance Industries has announced Friday it is declaring results. So, in the past, I remember few times it so happened, if the Reliance Industries is extremely oversold, then the day they announced the date for declaring the results. So, there was some short covering. So, over the weekend, they have announced that they will be declaring the results on Friday. So, that's just only 4 more trading sessions away from now. So, there may be some kind of a short covering in Reliance Industries. Remember, Reliance Industries also down nearly 10% in last few weeks. So, therefore, if the markets are good, then we can expect all these things, but the GIFT Nifty is indicating a negative opening and global cues is divided. Asia is down, European futures and US futures are slightly higher. So, we have to wait. Even the Asian markets, though they open lower, but they are trying to recover a little bit. US crude prices is coming down slightly, bond yield is coming down slightly, some positive news from Israel-Gaza conflict, So all these indicate, we are somewhere near the bottom, but probably not at the bottom, but somewhere near the bottom. The downfall from here may not be very high. And as I said, the people who sold 19,500 put option, they're still holding for the entire month. So they still believe that, the Nifty will expire above 19,500 by coming Thursday. So anyway, let us see whether their conviction is right or wrong. But however, equally, calls are written aggressively at 19.6, 19.7, 19.8. So that shows that the first resistance at 19.6, second resistance at 19.7, third resistance is at 19.8. So if you want to play safe, and I would say 19.8 is resistance and support, I can say 19.3. Why I am saying 19.3? That's because, in the beginning of this month when the markets came down, so Nifty went to around 19,320. So that is where it took support and reversed. So logically speaking, if you want to play safe, if you want to sell options, it makes sense to sell 19,300 put option on the downside, 19,800 call option on the upper side with appropriate stop loss or with appropriate hedge. So, but I can tell you markets are going to be very, very volatile. Number one, today mid-cap Nifty, Fin Nifty both expiring because of tomorrow holiday. And number two, I always say local holidays are not really very good because Wednesday there's a possibility of big gap up, big gap down, and on top of which tomorrow very important corporate results like Microsoft, Google is there in US. So Wednesday definitely there may be a big gap up. So in fact today the last half an hour will be very, very interesting. The people will not like to carry more positions for the expiry. So let us see the overall, we need to see how much Bank Nifty is going to support the Nifty today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.